Hansi Flick's blunt critique of La Liga scheduling. Does Spanish football need a new calendar approach? Barcelona's manager speaks out as La Liga's scheduling hurting its own clubs. Football isn't just a game of tactics and athleticism, it's also a game of preparation, rest, and recovery. For FC Barcelona and their head coach Hansi Flick, this balance has been severely disrupted by what Flick sees as baffling and unfair fixture scheduling in La Liga. As the Blaugrana gear up for another crucial clash against Celta Vigo, Flick's frustrations over a 4:15 p.m. kickoff on Saturday have ignited a broader conversation about the challenges of managing a relentless football calendar in Spanish football. Why can't we play at 7 p.m.? Flick asked pointedly in his pre-match press conference. This calendar doesn't help us, and it doesn't help Spanish football either. But Flick's critique isn't just about one game, it's about the cumulative strain of constant travel, back-to-back games, and a lack of consideration for player welfare. In this piece, we'll dive deeper into Flick's rant, the scheduling dilemma in La Liga, and how such issues affect not only Barcelona but the competitive integrity of Spanish football as a whole. The build-up. Why Hansi Flick is furious. A grueling week for Barcelona. Flick's comments come amidst a particularly demanding few weeks for FC Barcelona. After an intense Champions League quarterfinal clash and travel back from Germany, the Blaugrana are set to host Celta Vigo at Montjuic in a game that could define their title push in La Liga. Instead of playing at a more accommodating evening time, the match has been scheduled for a 4:15 p.m. kickoff on Saturday. For Barcelona's players, who returned from their midweek commitments in the early hours of Thursday morning, such scheduling means minimal recovery time. Flick's frustration centers on this lack of time to rest and prepare adequately for the next challenge, leading him to call out the league's organizers. Flick's scathing remarks. Why can't we play at 7 p.m.? Speaking candidly to the press, Flick didn't mince his words. Why can't we play at 7 p.m.? We usually play here at that time, so why not there? Give me one reason. I want to know who is responsible for this. For me, this is shocking. A calendar that doesn't help anyone. Flick went on to criticize how such scheduling impacts the clubs and the league as a whole. Every federation, or every league cares about their clubs, but here they do not. We're allowed to play, then come back at 5 or 6 in the morning. It's unbelievable. This calendar doesn't help us, and it doesn't help Spanish football either. These comments highlight a broader issue: the tension between the demands of television broadcasters, who heavily influence match timings, and the club's need for practical schedules that promote player performance and welfare. The broader context. Scheduling woes in modern football. The role of broadcasters. In today's football landscape, television deals often dictate match schedules. In La Liga, the demands of broadcasters aiming to maximize viewership often come at the expense of player recovery and preparation. Television revenue versus player welfare. While earlier kickoff times may benefit international TV audiences, they create logistical headaches for teams playing back-to-back games. Flick's point. Flick's frustration is a call to prioritize clubs and players over broadcast commitments. The cumulative effect of tight schedules. Barcelona isn't the only club dealing with tight turnarounds. Across European football, the growing number of fixtures from domestic leagues to Champions League and Copa del Rey matches places enormous physical and mental strain on players. Impact on performance. Reduced recovery time increases the risk of fatigue, injuries, and subpar performances. Fan disappointment. Fans are often left watching tired teams struggling to deliver exciting football, diminishing the overall spectacle. The implications for Barcelona. Preparation for the title race. With Real Madrid breathing down their necks, every match in La Liga is critical for Barcelona. Flick's frustrations stem from his belief that poor scheduling hampers his team's ability to perform at their best. Squad depth tested. Players like Robert Lewandowski and Pedri, who have been workhorses this season, face even greater physical challenges when recovery time is minimized. Strategic disruption. Flick's training plans are affected as recovery sessions replace tactical preparation. Champions League aspirations. Barcelona is also chasing glory in the Champions League. Flick knows that advancing in Europe requires players operating at peak physical and mental levels, something compromised by constant travel and quick turnarounds. What needs to change in La Liga? Player-centric scheduling. La Liga must prioritize schedules that support the physical and mental well-being of players. Evening kickoffs could provide additional hours for rest and preparation. Greater flexibility. The league needs to work with clubs to accommodate their fixture congestion, especially when teams are competing in multiple competitions. Balancing broadcaster interests. While television revenue is vital, it shouldn't come at the expense of the sport itself. Finding a middle ground between viewership demands and fair scheduling is essential. Hansi Flick's rant isn't just a complaint, it's a call to reevaluate how football schedules are made in Spain. What do you think? Should La Liga change its scheduling practices to better support clubs and players? Is Hansi Flick justified in his frustrations, or do broadcasters' needs take precedence? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Like this video if you support fairer schedules for clubs and players. Subscribe for exclusive updates on Barcelona's journey under Hansi Flick. Turn on notifications to stay connected to all breaking news in La Liga. Let's work together to ensure football remains a sport that prioritizes its players, clubs, and fans above all else. Visca el Barca.
Today again, Fermin over Gavi. What were you looking with that, with putting Fermin?
No, we said we don't want to make so many changes, so only 2 changes, and this was for us important that we have the same team on the pitch, nearly the same team on the pitch like on Wednesday against Dortmund, and it's like that. It's not about it at the moment. It's really we have all the players can play normally, but today also was an important match, and you can see also that it was really tough, this match, and this is why we decided to make only 2 changes.
Good morning, good night, Mr. Flick. Firstly, congratulations for the triumph.
Thanks.
Eugenio Mateo from Dosis Futbolera. When you made the first substitution at the halftime, where was Ronald Araujo chosen to go out and not Eric Garcia? What did you see that I didn't see? What did you see that I didn't see?
It's like Ronald has had a little bit problems in the quadricep. I think it's okay, but we made the change about that.
Gracias, buenas noches.
Thanks.